Oh hey, I feel like we're driving a giant mail truck around, which is practically what this thing is. But we're actually gonna start off the morning dropping off some mail here at the post office. And then we're gonna go to some of our antique malls and check up on them. And then we're gonna do a little thrifting. So stick around. Oh, we get a package?
We did.
Wow, it's got a lot of writing on it. Okay to cut with huge scissors. Only tape I had, lol, fragile tape. Who's it from? Owen. All right, we'll open this in a couple days. Thanks, Owen. Dropping off mail in the bread truck. Picking up mail in the bread truck. It's a mail truck. I just realized, actually, mail is something we'll probably haul more than anything in this thing, really.
Yeah, really.
All right, let's get moving. Look at this. We can just walk up and drive away. Of course I can't, because we're gonna close the door. All right, let's roll. Look at this. Look, you just hang out in the back of your truck. You just roll up here. You just start the bad boy, and you can, if you know how to put keys in your ignition, you can anyways. And then you just start it to roll out.
Let's go.
We've been starting our days a little bit earlier than normal because of the bread truck here. Since we've been trying to put a couple hours a day into working on it on top of everything else we have to do today, our solution's been to get up earlier. That being said, for the very first time, we just went to our antique mall. It wasn't open yet. We've never went to it early at all, so I don't think we even knew what time it opened. But luckily, Goodwill opens earlier, so let's start at Goodwill today. You good?
Let's do it.
You good?
I'm good.
I almost died. I just stepped right off there. My Crocs just went bloop. Everything has been moved around since the last time I was here. Oh, this is... We'll hold on to that too. $2. These are all really cheap. I'm just gonna hang on to them for a minute. They're all $2 or $3.
There's sometimes some really cool stuff here, but it's usually kind of expensive. Here's a stack of bowls. Let's see what they got. Lemon bowl, red bowl. Royal Norfolk. This is Inca. This is what caught my eye. This little enamelware bowl. I want to get an enamelware set for the van as like my baking bowls, my mixing bowls, but that one's a little small. I don't know. I want to find a whole set, like a big set, like Pyrex size. So we won't be getting that today, but I like it. Restack all these. Now someone else can have the same experience I just did.
I went through all the games that are here, and I already have all of them, except for this one. Don't have this in my collection. But look at that. Bummer.
There's a stowaway in the plate section. A couple of Disney Infinity in there. I think we have all of them. I'll see if Dallas wants it. Hey Dallas.
I thought I heard my name.
This is in the plates.
Skylanders, $10. Way
Oh
too...
geez, I didn't look at the price.
Yeah, way too much for just a few of them, but
I think we have all of them too.
Yeah, we have. I think I have every single Disney Infinity except like 3.
Oh.
So yeah, it's we're hard pressed to find more. We don't have it to thrift anymore. Well, I guess we're too early for Goodwill too, because you didn't find nothing. This is the only thing I thought about getting, just because this kind of stuff tends to sell at our antique mall, but I don't know. It's like a puzzle, you put it together, and then it's like a game. I don't know. Read the story, put together the puzzle, discover the hidden clues, unravel the mystery.
Interesting.
I'll still think about it.
I like it, and I would have gotten it, except I don't know what the price is, and I'm scared to bring it up there and be like, that's supposed to be $12.99, and I'll be like, no thank you. But it's kind of cool. It's a giant White Claw bucket too, in case you need that.
Well, we struck out a Goodwill. It actually doesn't happen a lot, especially since we started our antique mall booths. Like, there's always something at a Goodwill that we got to get for our antique malls, but That one didn't have anything. I think I wasn't joking. I think we went a little early because they were restocking.
They were.
And a few more hours of restocking, it'd probably been something good.
Yeah.
Merchant Square, Antique Mall.
Let's go.
Now that's awesome. $100. It looks like something I'd find at the Goodwill bins and have to take home. All right, we're gonna check on my booth, make sure that everything's not crashed to the ground. And then while we're here, I'm gonna take my tape measure around and perhaps look for some furniture for our van that might work. Okay. Somebody has cleaned my booth up. There's just no way that it's not more of a mess than this. I mean, there's Nerf guns on the floor, but I haven't been here in 5 or 6 days. Normally half this would be on the floor. Well, I'm not complaining. If you're watching and you came by and put some stuff back on the shelves, thank you. We've definitely sold some plush. There's certainly less here than there was last week. Toy Story stuff sells so well. I mean, it's crazy how much of it sold just this week. I mean, all of it. Literally all of it, but Bullseye and Woody. But there were multiple Bullseye and Woodies. So there's just one left. Hello.
What up, Monica?
Oh, I'm just getting some work done. What are you doing? Changing the settings inside of Final Cut to just export in 720p is a pretty simple thing. But of course, then you've got to export your 4K file and a 720p file. But that's if I were sitting at home right now and I just needed my edit to be 720p, that's what I'd do. I'd go to File, Settings, Export, and just change it to 720p output.
Well, that never gives me that option.
I get video editing calls like that all the time. I used to do it for a living. You'd hire me to help you with your video editing problems, but I do this for a living now. I don't do that for a living, so at least the people I know and friends and stuff, they get the video editing help without the charge.
The booth is looking pretty good. It's getting a little bit bare. We sold a bunch of stuff off of the shelf last week, so I'm gonna do some rearranging to try to fill that space out and make a little bit more sense. And then just gonna do some general tidiness to make this look a little more organized. I already messed with the clothes because it's always such a hot mess whenever I walk in here. It's just things thrown everywhere, things pulled out and just left, and I just can't leave it, so I just fixed it really quick. But it's looking a lot better now, so I'm gonna come in the next few days and get some more stock in here, kind of fill out the space a little bit because I've sold a lot of jeans the last couple of days as well, which is always good news.
I'm looking around for something, a piece of furniture to possibly build a sink in our bread truck out of. The problem I'm kind of running into here at this antique mall is that like anything that's close to my dimensions and stuff is like way too antique-y for me to be buying just to cut a hole in the top of. So, you know, but I'm gonna keep looking. We'll see. There's a lot of nice stuff here though. Now this thing would be pretty good. It fits our dimensions, but someone's done a lot of work on it to make it look shabby chic and stuff, and I'm sure it's multiple hundreds of dollars. I'm not gonna try that hard to find out, but that would look pretty good with our rustic barn look that we're clearly going for. Ooh, here's an actual sink on top of a trash can. Here you go, Hannah. This stuff kind of matches the color scheme you've already went with your desk.
Think we need that lamp?
Yeah, just that lamp needs to be in our bread truck for sure. Here's an interesting piece. A old rubber and woolen footwear box. Not for sale. We've maybe shown the outside of this antique mall maybe once, but there's just a bunch of nonsense out here. But we are looking for nonsense because we have a bread truck and we're trying to put stuff in it. So well, at least look at all this. I've never been out here, I guess. I'm like, what is all this?
Yeah, I've been out here one time.
Yeah, I remember when we first signed up for our booth here, we definitely came out here, but I'm telling you, I like building stuff this way. I'm gonna enjoy building our van this way to where like, I'm just gonna keep looking at junk and something hanging on a wall somewhere is gonna ask me to be my sink. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna speak to me.
For sure.
I could, of course, just go buy some wood and build one, but that's not quite as fun to me. What is that? Is that a ride? Is that a semi-ride? You drive your own semi-truck?
You are too big.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I could get in there. Technical difficulties. Hold on. There.
There we go.
So, Hannah bought us some sodas. Do we need a bottle opener?
I hope not. Maybe.
We do?
I think so.
Here we go.
Hey!
I think, yeah, there's a bottle opener on these Gerber pliers. Maybe.
Yeah!
Just force it off.
You're a clever sausage.
I'll have to be picking that up. That's mine. Here's yours. It looks like it's supposed to be a bottle opener, but it is not effective. Hold on. No. Well, brute force. Watch your eyeballs.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yours is not going to be as easy.
Woo!
It hit me right in the forehead.
All right. Ding.
We are at Deseret Industries now, favorite thrift store. I keep having interesting interactions with this sweater. I'll be completely honest with you, I'm a bit of a poser. I've hardly ever watched football a day in my life, but I like Ducks. And so this is, the Oregon team is Ducks, and I have another sweater that says Ducks. And I like it better, but it doesn't fit because I got long arms. But I keep getting people in public being like, go Ducks, or Ducks are cool, but like that guy just said, what did he say? He's a Beavers fan?
Yeah.
And I don't even know what team that is, so like, I'm not gonna stand there and explain that I'm a poser and stuff, but I'm like, yeah, go Ducks!
The glass baking section in Deseret today is very full, but it's full of not a ton of great stuff. I'm not really finding much that I really want. This is pretty cool though. It's like kind of terrifying. We'll see if Dallas wants to get it for the booth. Oh, this is cute. Aww.
No. That's a bag full of gold right there. Holy crap. Look at all that. Well, it's bought. Ooh, Fortnite now, that's good too. $4, not bad. Does it work? Oh yeah. Please be cheap, please be complete. Oh really, he is. $2, let's go. We're just at our antique mall, and I had 3 of these there, and they're all gone, so we obviously need to buy another. It's actually his gun. I've never seen that. I might have to hold on to that too. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go get a cart.
Here comes Dallas. I'm gonna show him the mug. What do you think?
No, do you know who this is?
Is it Carnage?
Yeah, it is. That's awesome.
He's kind of scary, isn't he?
Yeah, Dollar, we definitely gotta buy that. Now, do we sell it or keep it?
That's up to you. Do you want it for your new coffee mug?
I kind of do. Like, I don't really collect Spider-Man related things, but if I did, it'd be Carnage. He's my favorite. Well, he's my second favorite Spider-Verse character.
Who's your first?
What's his last name? Is it Ben Reilly, the Spider-Man clone that wears like the hoodie?
Oh yeah, I should have known that.
Favorite. Yeah, let's get that for sure.
Cool.
I'm gonna go get us a cart though, because I'm loaded.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff. So having just been at the booth, my Corningware is a little thin there, and this one does have its lid, and it's only $2. So we should definitely get that.
So we were just at our antique malls, and I was just telling them we sold all of our Toy Story stuff, including multiple Zergs. So there he is. I really want to buy this Zerg gun, but it's kind of missing some stuff and whatnot. It's awesome though. I don't know, we're gonna think about it. It's really cool.
I just spotted the biggest pair of Adidas I've ever seen in my life. They are a size 19. And if you are a size 19 or bigger, I apologize, but I've just never seen a shoe this big. That's wild. That's a big shoe.
Hear me out here.
Okay.
We stack those on top of each other. Our sink goes on the top one, and I take out the drawers and just make it one door so the water containers can go inside.
Okay.
And then the bottom one just stays drawers for storage.
I dig it. I mean, I saw him earlier and I thought the same thing, and I was like, well, it was probably not practical to stack them, or just like, I just wrote it off, but
Oh, you're on the right track.
of course I immediately like the colors.
Yeah, well, I thought we'd just leave it the way it is.
Yeah. It does need to be touched up a bit though, but I guess that can wait. Is it too tall for a sink now?
It's not for me.
Yeah.
This to me is what a normal sink is to you. I mean, would that be annoying?
I don't know. Like, look at the height on me. I'm just, you know. See?
Right.
I mean, it's weird, but I guess it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, any shorter than you, it might be too weird, but
Maybe I need a little step stool.
I kind of like it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do. The drawer pulls are nice. Like, it's cute.
Yeah,
You want it?
I think so.
Okay, let's get it. Prices at Deseret are always astronomical, so I don't even want to know how much it is. Well, there it is. I mean, I get it. This is a beautiful bookcase. Someone's gonna want it, and they'll probably pay $175 for it and be happy with it. These are super cool 90s No Boundaries boots, which I actually just sold a pair of like 2 weeks ago for like 50 bucks or so, but they're spray painted, I think. I don't think that they were intended to be silver, but I think someone made them so. Yeah, there's like spray paint residue inside of that. They're 10 bucks. They did a good job with them. They don't feel sticky, and they like, the color's not rubbing off. I think they might be worth it because they're kind of dope. So I found these boots.
Yeah.
What do you think about them?
Xenon girl of the 21st century.
I don't know if I know what that means.
It's a Disney Channel movie. Remember the girl in space?
Ooh, I don't think I saw that
You didn't
one.
see that? Okay, we'll have to watch that together.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's definitely a custom job.
Yeah.
See, I tried to drop the Disney movie and walk away, and you wouldn't let me.
I just didn't get it.
10 bucks is a little much unless those are special boots. No Boundaries. Isn't that Walmart?
Well, they're 90s.
Listen,
I've
right,
sold
well,
these before for like...
it's probably 50 bucks on Depot.
Yeah, but they're a small size and they're custom.
Well, I thought I found a game I don't have, but I do have it, so.
Rip.
Xenon. Put it on the watch list.
Okay.
All right, well, after that first stop today, I didn't think today's thrift haul was going to be that great, but it turned into a good one. So let's just run through it real quick. Nerf blaster. That doesn't even fit the IKEA bag. Zerg. And in a first, Zerg's blaster. And it actually fires. 1 out of 3 chance. This one, it makes cool noise. Oh my goodness. This is almost one of the finds of the month. Now, their launchers were in here, but I had these as a kid and I played with them endlessly, and if I had a launcher right now, we would send them up, but we can't. But that's awesome. And then, this is unbelievable. Bro. I had this one. Yes. And then Chicken Dude. That's some scary stuff right there. You see? And then lastly in there, nuts, man. These are nuts. I can't believe that we found those. All in one bag for a couple bucks. Hannah got find of the day though, so it doesn't even matter. Xenon. And then what else did you get? Come on up in here while I put this up.
Got a cornmeal dish. Little blue cornflower with the lid, which has been difficult lately. I haven't found the lids very often.
All right, well, we're gonna go around back. Do you have the receipts?
I do.
We gotta take the receipts around back and pick up our furniture. I didn't think it was actually gonna happen. When we woke up to do this video, I was like, if we could just find a sink, this video will be what I want it to be. Better not lose my one Zerg ball. All right, we're gonna whip around to the back to the pickup area. But I wanna tell you, while we're pulling around, I did one of the coolest, but probably dumbest things I've ever done in my life. The band on my face mask is super elasticy, so I pulled it off, but when I did, it gripped on my ear, and I let go, and it flung it back. And there were these people that were walking behind me, and I just like swoosh and caught it, and they were just like wide-eyed. They're like, great catch. And I was like, I felt so cool for 5 seconds that I was like, that was really dumb. Good. It's time to get to work on these cabinets. We're going to modify them. We're actually going to shorten them a little bit. So Hannah's going to draw the cutting lines. I'm going to do some minor disassembly before we get into it. Take some of these screws out here, and we're going to see if we can make this work. Now, mind you, as we set sail on this endeavor, that we might just mess this up and these might not work. They weren't the perfect thing, but we have a mission today to see if we can turn them into the perfect thing. So let's get to it. I'm afraid of it losing too much structural support. But well, the bottom one, the backing is gonna have to come off because we're gonna have an external access to the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. You know the old blow as you go method? It's a real thing. So all we're doing is chopping the bottom a couple inches off of this thing. So we're going to effectively make the whole cabinet 4 or 5 inches shorter. You watching me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Unscrew it.
I love my ratcheting screwdriver. I use this thing for everything. I build computers with it. I make furniture with it. Well, I destroy furniture with it. I used to take this to the bins with me, keep it in my back pocket for fixing things, but...
Or unfixing things.
Unfixing things. Back when salvaging computer parts was a little easier, you could harvest the odd motherboard with one of these. I've just been hoarding everything in your I've just been hoarding everything in your desk drawer. I just put everything in there. All right. I need to cut off, let me cut off the last one of these, and then you can go outside and sand it a little bit and make sure it sands down to even.
Cool.
And then while you do that, I can chop the next one. There you go. You can see the high parts you need to sand down, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll transport it outside so you can do it out there and we won't have too much of a dust storm.
Sounds good.
All right. Much more acceptable height, don't you think? Much more acceptable height, don't you think?
Yeah, it looks good.
It's still higher than most sinks, but...
It's better though. I'm not like...
Yeah. All right. I tell you what my plans are for now, and we might change this later. I was gonna make this one entire space, one giant cabinet.
Okay.
But for now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave the bottom 2 drawers for storage and see if I can't make what water equipment we have just snuggle up in here.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. That's all she needed was a little force. Oh yeah, we're cooking right now. Not literally, this is not a stove. It kind of looks oven-esque, doesn't it? Oh yeah. It's gonna set it there tight. Mind you, as we've been doing all this, I've just kind of been putting things in places for placement. This is gonna have to be unscrewed for the floor to go back in eventually, but like, we're gonna drive around for a while and test it all before the floor goes in and make sure we like what we've built. Taking it slow, you know? That ain't going nowhere. That's solid, baby. Drawer disassembled. All right, are you ready for sink time?
Yes.
We got a Dometic RV sink here. It's even denoted by the sticker on it for RV use. This is not as pretty as something as we'd like to use, but we are going to use this because we want to keep all our surfaces flat and stuff. And I mean, there's things we could do. You could put sink basins in and then have a wood block go on top, but we found this at the Goodwill bins for like $2, so we're going to use this. But we got to trace it out first and get to cutting. I guess I'll hold pressure on it, you trace it. So the test fit here is just a little bit off. I was being really cautious, so we cut it a little bit small, almost on purpose, so we could just sand it back just right. And sure enough, I just got a little bit of lip over here that won't go in, so I'm gonna use the router to just cut it back just a little bit. All right, Hannah, you got a sink. Open her up. Bro, lift it up.
It's a sink.
Isn't that awesome? I like that it folds away and that we can cook on top of it also if we need to, because we're not really going to do a dedicated cooking area as of now.
No.
But I like that it's a flat surface.
It is nice. I like it a lot.
Now we got to get this door. These drawers we made into a door for the front. That's just going to hinge on, and our water jugs are going to go in there.
You excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited. This is my excited dance.
It is kind of cool that we have varying shades of blue going on there. We'll probably paint it eventually, but we're not in a hurry to right now. We're just getting the layout right. Because honestly, now that that's out of the way and we know what the footprint is, there's going to be a bed, and then we're going to fill in the space around the bed and the walls, and then it's going to be done. And then all that will get permanently attached. The shower will be finalized, the water will be run, and we're doing some things backwards. We've had a lot of questions about, well, why aren't you putting electricity in first? Honestly, we can't afford to do the electrical job that we want. We could go ahead and run the wires, but none of that's necessary at the moment. We're just, whenever that time comes to throw some solar panels on top, I know where I'm going to run them down. There's going to be a box. It won't be hard to get it inside the van. And then from there, if a wire needs to be run behind these pallets, it's actually really simple. The individual vertical bits are just held in with a few screws. So like the whole panel there, all that wood panel will just come off pretty easily. And then I can run wires if we need to. But the electrical bit is a lot of money. And honestly, we want to get on the road and do some trips before we ever even put that in. So it's just not going to happen right now. We wanted to, but we just bought this thing. We need to save up more money. All right, guys, we are done cleaning. I like leaving this bad boy spick and span for the next day. I hate starting the day cleaning. It's the worst thing ever. So we swept her out. And the sink right now is much like the bathtub. Not completely done. It's all there ready to go. We're really just like building this thing out space-wise. Like, we've had an idea since the day we bought it. Shower here, sink here, bed there, etc., etc. So I'm very happy to have that where it goes, so we can get the bed in here next. And then once the bed is in here, which is kind of, you separate this van into two parts: sleeping, clothes area, and then bathing, working area. It's kind of how we divided it up. Once we get the bed in here, we know how to fill in the in-between, because there's still wall space that will need to be paneled and stuff. Once like the bed fixtures and stuff are permanently built in. So we're gonna be getting to that really soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because we're trying to go on a trip like right now, right, Hannah? Like, yeah. ASAP. We're trying to take off in this thing, seriously. So we got to get that stuff done. As far as getting the water flood up to the sink and to the tub, it's not gonna be the last thing, because those water lines have to go in before some other stuff does, but I'm not getting in a big hurry right now to do it, especially since there's a lot. I've ordered a bunch of parts for this fan that are coming, right? So I just gotta wait for them to all show up at once. That's why, like, the shower, the shower pan is not permanently attached yet, and there's several more steps to get it permanently attached and to get the drain into our drain tank under the van. There's just lots of little things, but we're trying to get the big things out of the way right now. The bed's probably next. So if you're excited about that, hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on, so when we finally get that build done, you'll get notifications when that video is up. That's got to get done soon, because if nothing else, we got to be able to sleep in here when we go on a trip, right?
For sure.
Right? Yeah, I'm excited though, and I just want to say an extra big thank you to you guys for being along on the journey for this build, because like every day since we bought this bread truck now, which is like 2 weeks going on, I think, we've done something to it, and it's been a really cool thing to come back the next day and see what you guys think and just kind of keep it going. Like it helps us kind of keep the momentum. Like, you know, when you guys get excited about it, it just adds to our already heightened level of excitement. So thanks for being here for it. But do hit that subscribe button, because we're almost 10,000 subs. And it'd be really cool if, like, as soon as we're about ready to take off, if we're at 10,000 subs, we just, like, would hashtag or tag every video as, like, 10,000 sub road trip, you know what I mean? That'd be cool. So, come back tomorrow, because we do post daily videos, and I don't know what we'll do to this van tomorrow, any more than I knew when today started what we were going to do, but we'll find something to do. We'll crank it out a little bit by little bit. So, until tomorrow, guys, peace out.